If you know anything about Eddie Murphy's stand-up, and particularly Delirious,
it's not clean stand-up.
He's not late night friendly.
Yeah, completely not late night standard.
Yeah, and you can tell because he pushed the boundaries, and we'll talk about it during the set. Yeah. But he pushes the boundaries a lot during his set, and you can also tell that every time he smiles, I swear to God, you can just tell in his mind he is thinking 1,000 other meaner and much funnier taglines. He's a killer. He's a killer. By the way, this is a great set. And not just a great set. A lot of these lines, some of them, I had to do some research on. Where he's going to talk about brands of the era. Yeah. Some of them no longer exist. Some of them do exist, and the brands still have the same image.
Really?
Well, Special K. Okay, we'll get there when we get there. And once again, if you guys want to watch the full Johnny Carson clip uninterrupted without us before you watch this episode, please do. It's in the comment section, but please come back
below
and enjoy our commentary. Once again, we are comedians, comedy nerds, and comedy enthusiasts, and we're here to break down comedy for any other comedy fans and enthusiasts because we love joke writing, we love comedy. All right, let's get started.
He's emerged as one of the brightest lights of the cast on that show, and this is his first time on the Tonight program. Would you welcome Eddie Murphy? Eddie?
New curtains for the people that are paying attention.
Yeah, this is the third iteration of curtains they've had.
Thank you. Shut up.
He's that famous.
I've been in, this is nice, California. I've been out in here for about 3 days. If anybody see me walking around, I have to explain. I had the same suit on for 3 days because I like this suit. I bought it from the catalog, and I enjoy it. You ever see those guys modeling clothes in the catalog? Ever see those guys doing the same thing in their suit? Every time I put on the suit, I gotta go like this. I was just outside, standing in the front going. You know? Anybody ever see those guys that model their underwear in these books? And they smile while they're doing it, they stand out there going. Did you notice these guys never have no bulge? You ever check that out? And they're standing there in front of millions of people, smiling. First of all, if I didn't have no bulge, I would not be modeling no underwear.
That was the moment there where he's thinking like, man, this is where I really want to say it.
You know in his mind, he has like 10 other penis jokes.
Yeah.
And he is very literally holding back.
Yeah.
He's sitting there, he's like, I guess we'll talk about suits, you pussies.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, I want to say dick right now. And
he wants so badly. And he knows how to work it too, man. Yeah. He's like talking about models, though they post. And you just, every time he smiles, I swear to God, you just hear like through the cracks in his teeth him and like, you pussies. He's just, except he wouldn't say that word. He'd say something much worse. But hey, it was 1982. It was 1982.
And second of all, I damn sure wouldn't be smiling. I might be modeling like this.
Is this an act out?
Yeah.
You know, Johnny said something about buckwheat a little earlier. He was talking about buckwheat. And I did buckwheat on my show, right?
So if anyone knows, on SNL, buckwheat was a famous character he'd play where he's like a washed up redneck kind of character, from my understanding. Is that?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, so buckwheat, it was buckwheat, and then later on it was Gumby. He had a handful of famous characters. So he's referring to, context, those you may not understand, those who are too young to understand, buckwheat is a character he played on SNL years ago. Yeah. All right. Just some hindsight. It was that famous.
The name buckwheat, I started thinking, right? I'm from a predominantly black family. And I have yet to run into a relative named Buckwheat at a cookout, you know? You can't just walk off the streets and walk up to somebody and say, hey, how you doing? My name's Tom. What's yours? Oh, my name's Buckwheat, man. Nice to meet you. Yeah, Buckwheat. That's my name. No, I'm serious. I ain't got no last name. Buckwheat. That's it. I'm serious. You don't believe me? Ain't that right, Stymie?
Stymie's also
here's my brother Stymie over here.
You looked up Stymie? Was that a breakfast food?
Yeah, it's also a reference to the show Little Rascals, which was this old black and white TV show at that time that was also very popular. Buckwheat and Stymie were two characters on Little Rascals. But also, this part of his set you feel is him. Hey, I'm famous.
Yeah.
The same with his opening line. Shut up. I'm famous. I'm famous.
Yeah.
But it leads into, in my opinion, the best part of his set.
Yeah.
And don't even want you to meet my other brother. Hold on. Farina! Yeah, Buckwheat and Farina. You know how most people name after their father? Me and Farina was named after their father's favorite breakfast. Buckwheat and Farina. My mama named all the kids after cereal, man. That's my little sister over there. Her name's Shredded Wheat. Yeah. And those are my twin brothers over there, Quisp and Quake, right there. And that's my littlest brother right there. He's a little slower than everybody else. His name is Special K.
That's a really good joke. That's timeless, man.
That Special K is like, I shouldn't laugh at that.
You shouldn't.
The
He keeps
field that
going.
I
He
work
keeps
in,
going.
yeah.
Dude, you know what's funny though is we know Eddie Murphy is like this dirty, vulgar comedian, and he's like, oh, I guess I'll do my cereal jokes for TV. Like this is what makes this set so great is that not just is it funny, it's timeless, it's aged pretty well, whether you know the brands that he's referring to or not. It's also just like this is just throwaway material.
Yeah, that's the part that kills me, right?
Because most comedians, they're doing late night, they need this to get famous.
That's their A material.
He is doing this because he is famous, and he is just trying to save his good stuff. I think he is the first example that I can think of. Correct me if anyone has a better example in the comments, let me know. Yeah. I think he is the first example of someone who is already famous doing a late night set of throwaway material just because he's like, well, I don't need this. He's the first guy, I think, to be kind of. No one's really above Carson, but he's kind of, he doesn't need this.
No, I mean, if we were gonna be real,
he's killing with his B or C material.
Yeah, it was like this is the catalyst to him being above Carson.
Yeah,
like he's already he's on the cusp of
he surpasses Carson in fame.
Yeah, like he's on the cusp of rock star.
Carson was never Dr. Dolittle.
No, dude. Come on, dude. How many people talk to animals, bro? We're talking about people that can cross over as a comic. Yeah, how many people are crossing over to animals?
That's all I know. It's crazy. Eddie Murphy's career is so crazy. But at this time in his career, he's like by far the most important SNL cast member.
Yeah.
And now just famous. Doing this is like icing on the cake. He's like, I've already killed SNL. I'm going to kill Carson, not even having to try, seemingly.
And this is not in his wheelhouse either.
Yeah.
Like, this is something that's different from what he does.
I don't think this is on any of his specials.
No, none of this. This is all like different stuff. But also
this is throwaway material for him.
But it's also the rumor is with his special stuff, he wasn't like touring that stuff.
Really?
That was like early renditions of his
Really?
That's what that's what I've heard. I'm not old enough to know.
If we have any information,
sure.
If anyone's seen him live, before he retired stand up, or there's rumors of him coming back doing stand up, but
I hope
no one really knows.
Man, I don't want that.
I say die a legend.
Yeah, die a legend, dude.
All right, let's finish the clip and we can talk then. Special K.
That's my big sister. She a prostitute. Her name is Trix.
Yeah, that was best.
Stand next to her is my big brother. He homosexual. His name is Lucky Charms. You might know.
Can't do that one, man. Tricks, great. Lucky Charms, I don't know, man.
I'm gonna quit show business. Making my announcement. I'm gonna become a Secret Service man. It's the truth. Because they have no black Secret Service men, and we would make better Secret Service men than white people, truthfully. Because we're more menacing. We are. See, we have a different rhythm to us. We see somebody that looks suspicious, we just walk over to the guy and say, excuse me, man, you crowding Mr. President. Then I'm gonna run for president, because we haven't had any black presidents lately either, have we? Somebody black should run. It'd be different. There's nothing to lose. It'd be fun, man. It can't get no worse than it's been the past 100 years. I figured, why not take the risk? Everybody's afraid to run, though, because they know that even though it's 1982, it's still a risky business to be the first black president. You have to give speeches like this. My fellow Americans, as the president up here, we the people must get together and join hands. Are you watching these people over there? I don't think they
Yeah, I just want to see more of the ducking.
It's not just the fact that it's the way he ducks. He does like the pause and the jukes with it. It's so smooth. It's you know, I wonder if, because imagine this. I don't know who wrote Men in Black.
Yeah.
But Will Smith would have been. How old was Will Smith in that? He must have been a kid watching this on TV.
Nah, Will Smith is older though, because this is 82, right?
82.
So Will Smith would have been
came
like,
out in like 97.
No, you might. Will Smith gotta be. He's at least 15 years older than me.
Yeah, but he's like he's prime middle school, high school range, roughly.
Yeah. Can
you imagine Will Smith watch this? I don't know who wrote Men in Black, but whoever did, I feel like this set may not have inspired or set the. I mean, he doesn't mention aliens. Don't get me wrong, but the Black Secret Service member bit.
Yeah.
It feels like someone he was planting the egg for someone to be like, oh yeah, Black Secret Service member. That'd be a good film.
Man, dude. Eddie Murphy, should he get royalties?
Eddie Murphy should have been in it. Eddie Murphy should have been in it.
No, I think that. I don't think that.
That's iconic. Will. It's iconic. Will.
Iconic. Will.
You're right. All right, let's finish this set. I think I think that the cereal bit and this bit are my two favorites.
This bit to me is like hilarious. Yeah. I've seen people rip this off, and I did not know. Like now watching this, I'm like, oh, okay, you guys are stealing something. Yeah. But like this is iconic. This is funny.
This is the thing when you get into the history of comedy and then you watch an act do something, you're like, oh yeah, dude, what is that?
Like, what are you
Did you see a Carson clip and think ain't nobody watching Johnny Carson clips?
Yeah. Ain't nobody watching the only thing that shows stand-up comedy.
Ain't nobody watching non-delirious Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. That's it.
Happy about this. He won't stand still. The black dude in the back going, hey, that ain't funny. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna quit the business. I'm having fun. I bought a new car recently. I ain't gonna say what kind of car it is, but in 82 the cars talk. Did you know that anybody get a new car recently? The cars speak to you. If you leave your lights on, the car will say, ding, lights are on. And that's bad, man. I leave my lights on purpose when I take a girl out. I get out the car say, lights are on. The girl says, did your car say something? I say, yeah, it did. But I bought my car from like a black dealer, so it got a different rhythm to it. You leave your lights on, the car say, hey man, you left your lights on. I said the lights is on, man. Damn, what, you blind and deaf?
That's a serious applause break right there.
I think he ends on that. I'm pretty sure that's the closer.
Was that?
That basically is the only thing that changed. I still live in the same neighborhood with the new car, and it's kind of tough, man. The other day I got inside the car and put the key in to start it up, and the car said, say, man, somebody stole your battery.
The battery, he should have closed on the line before.
Definitely know when you're hot, when you're hit.
I think the crowd even thought he was going to. I think the crowd is like, this is 5.
I felt bad because I was like, damn, I stepped on his closer right there.
You know what I love is he does his laugh and then he goes, and then he goes, he's like
straight face, yeah.
He goes right in. He every that's his transition. His transition is
laugh.
Man, what about these cars?
The hyperventilation.
He does a full act out. He suffocates himself a little. Then he's like, "All right, now we're talking about cars." He goes, "No subtlety."
Yeah. Oh man, that what? I didn't like the way he ended that.
From the battery joke.
Yeah, that was. I felt like that was a throwaway line.
I thought cars talking was a new thing, and here in 1982, I feel like I don't know anything about cars. They didn't have rear view cameras though, did they?
No, there's no way. And the cars didn't talk. There's no way. Those. I don't know how much I'm supposed to cuss, but
cuss all you want, man. 1982
screwed up cars. They weren't talking.
That's crazy to think about.
Yeah, there's no way. I mean, shit, he's rich. He's Eddie Murphy at that time.
Yeah, he had talking cars. He was importing 2014 models in 1982.
Yeah, he was like, hey, man, so the cars run off electricity. like, I don't think that's true, Eddie. And he's like, nah, man, trust me.
I got money in Bitcoin. Like, we don't even have computers, really.
Like, computers are just how we play, what's the game with...
the Pong? Pac-Man?
Yeah, Pong. I was thinking the one game where you go across the country.
Apple stock was you just buying a part of an orchard. Okay, that's what it was.
Oh, no way, man.
Anyway, that was a great clip, and that's kind of our review. Do you have anything else you want to talk about from that set?
I like that he laughed at his own jokes. That's genuine Eddie though. Like he's always having fun. Yeah, he's always having fun. I don't even know what else to talk about with that set because it was. I think that was like one of the first sets where like a famous guy was
already doing it. It wasn't this set's gonna make you, and that set perpetuated him.
Yeah,
but I think he was already made before a little bit.
Yeah, so it's like it's a weird thing to even comment on because he's already famous at this point.
I mean that kind of ushers in the modern era of late night sets where you start getting to late night sets where where it's like, well, what is this? This is just a thing for me to do.
Yeah,
as a famous comedian. Because a lot of there's still the history of late night sets bringing on new comedians has stayed very strong. Thank you to the bookers of late night comedy shows. Yeah. But there still is on some portion. There's some now. You see, it's you again.
Yeah. There's guys that have done it like 17 times.
It's like, hey, you're on Netflix now.
Yeah, dude, back away so other people can get their moment.
Give Ken a spot. Ken needs it.
So I can say something that's gonna ruin my career.
So you can make the Special K joke in 2022. Yeah. All right, guys, that was Late Night 5 stand-up comedy late night review. Once again, if you want to watch the original set uninterrupted, we'll have it in the comments section below.